Hello, ScentStars. This is your director, Danielle Delp. I am coming to you today to talk about follow-up. So I have been around the block a few years and have tried different methods of following up. So I really want to start this by telling you there's no right or wrong way to do follow-up. It is whatever system you are truly going to use, whatever system works best for you and that you will use. That's really the gist of it. All of us can give you ideas on what works for us, systems in the past that have worked for us, but until you find your groove and figure out a system that is great for you and that you will truly implement and utilize, that's the main system. Okay, you can hear every system under the books, but you can't try to mimic one person's, because that's not necessarily what might work best for you. So again, I'm going to show you systems that I have used and have worked well for me over the years, and then I'll show you, other things that when I get into super busy, lazy mode of my business, which we all get there, I've got the tried and true methods that no matter what, I can rely back on those. If I'm so busy and can't focus and can barely keep up, I still use a follow-up system. So I hope these are going to be three basic systems options that I'm presenting to you that have worked, again, well for me over the past. Not necessarily what I'm doing currently, one of them is, but just different options for you, okay? So first, let's talk AMI, A-M-I. It is an app on your phone, and you do pay a yearly, you can pay a month to month or you can pay a year. So it is a charge. This is not a free option. You can use the free option when you join. I think it's 3 months for free. And then after that, you have to pay for the service. But if you do most of your business on your phone, I highly recommend AMI, A-M-I, for you. There is a support group page on Facebook that you can get answers to questions. They do live videos on there as well, so you can get answers there. AMI is basically a reminder in your pocket, very similar to like what we would think of as like Siri or Alexa, those typical systems, but it's in your phone. It's a notification system. So this app will tell you, you'll get a message on your alerts, a notification saying you have got so many tasks to do today. You need to follow up with these customers. It does link to your workstation, so you can follow your customers, what they've ordered, things like that. So you can follow that information and create like template messages that you can then text or email or Facebook message or whatever other system you have. You can send alerts directly from that app. So it's really easy. Everything is saved. It's condensed. There's no paper taken up whatsoever. So if you are a virtual lady or gentleman, and now, so I would recommend, if you don't write anything down, if you don't like to keep lists, if you're not a list person, if you like to keep everything in your phone, there's a lot of people. I do probably over half of my business for my phone. So this worked for me very well when I was keeping up with it. It's just that notification, you have to do them, you have to get them done. There's no timeline on it. But it is everything that you need to be doing through follow-up. AMI has already got that logged. You can edit some timelines based on when the order is placed, and then your first touch up, your second touch up, things like that. Those can be edited based on your preference, but you basically get a notification and the app tells you, hey, it's time to follow up. So if you're really like awful at following up and you don't want to keep track of a bunch of papers, you don't want to write down orders, get the app, go there, boom, you're done. Okay, great. Follow-up's taken care of. But that's not all of you. If you are you're a list person, you want to follow up, you want to see it on paper, you want to write down what you've sent them, you want to see their order, you write every order down. Next is for you. I call them the binder methods. So there are different binder methods. There's the 2, 2, and 2. So 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, for that all tie into the binder method. There is 3 by 3, which is like basic, same concept. I have downgraded all of those. Again, I'm showing my Scentsy age here because I've got my old school binder. And I have to update this now because our catalog currently, depending on when you're watching this, just got moved. The spring catalog now launches in February, not March. So this was my binder method. I'm talking simplified. This was when I was a Scentsy baby in my prime, and I couldn't do things complicated. I couldn't do complicated systems. Some people have their binders decked out with postcards already ready to go. All this stuff is ready, it's preloaded. They grab from the envelope, stamp it, and it's done. And it's all in one binder. Power to you. It didn't work for me. Simplified binder method. So I have my January orders, follow up in March. It's that simple. So my 2 days automatically, when I do the initial order, they get the thank you scent circle in the mail for me. That is on I do my own cards. Yes, you can pre-print those, but they get that automatic thank you the minute I get their money. Even if it's a pre-order and it's not actually being ordered yet, they still get the automatic thank you. They've given me their money, they deserve the thank you. In some of mine for pre-orders, I will also include a receipt. So their order receipt, I will put that in there. Thank you as well. But when the order is placed, then it goes into their months. And I have every single month in here. Mine, it's got the orders on the back side. Again, I needed something simple. This is just like page protectors. I've got a cover page with what month the order was placed and when to follow up. So this is a completely brainless task for me. I can go in, pull that month's order, set it on my desk. It bothers me when I have things out. So having this sitting on my desk is a definite reminder you have stuff to do this month. So I would follow up with them. This would be my second touch point with them. As the orders come in, that to me, the envelope stayed on the desk. That was a reminder to me, hey, you've got current months. There's a good thing. I would also go through the end of the month and every order. It would have certain, when I first started this, I would put a post-it note on every order and it would be followed up, sent thank you on, put the date, things like that. As I kind of got a little more seasoned, I got lazy, stopped doing all that. So I just have all of my orders in the bag here in whatever month. And then my main basically last touch point is going to be when it states on here, which is the 3 months, 2 full months after they order. So they were in January, I have through February, and then sometime in March, I will follow up with them again. That was my original based on the 222. And I had mine, it was color coded based on when the catalog launches. Again, we're kind of off that, so I have to edit mine. But again, same thing here. Every month, the orders are in the back here. I actually did here. This one's backwards, so you can't really see all the information. But yeah, same thing throughout. Some of them, yep, some of them I did have to put notes on and they're in here too. But yes, just in page protector. You can get these anywhere. I used a cardstock piece of paper here. Put July orders, follow up in September. So again, it's completely mindless. I don't have to think about it. All 12 months are in a binder. When I get to that month, if there's already orders, I can pull them, shred them, whatever I need to do. But then that becomes orders that are a year old, and I don't really need to do much with them after that. You can send one more follow-up if you wish. Totally up to you. But that was kind of combined. There's been a 2x2. There's been so many options that Scentsy has trained us on in the past over follow-up with, but they all go back to a binder or files and paper. So if you are a paper list person, try that system. Like I said, have completely simplified it. I don't do some people have a 2 days file, some people have a 2 weeks file, and some people would have a 2 months file and do it that way. That personally didn't work for me because I needed to see everything. I was like, once they give me that order, I drop it in somewhere. And again, if I leave that file out on the desk, I'm collecting orders in there all month long. By the end of the month, all I have to do is touch base with everybody. Hey, did you get your warmer in yet? Have you checked the bulb? Does your bulb work? That forces them, it's like my huge tip, that forces them to unpack their warmer and turn their warmer on. This makes you money. If they have that warmer on, I've heard it referenced in my early years with Scentsy as a wax eater. I think that was a Jamie Solon's thing. But you want those wax eaters plugged in. You do. You want them plugged in. You want them eating that wax. You want them to buy more wax. If they just get that warmer and it's sitting, one, they lose that excitement. It's not like, oh crap, yes, I have the perfect spot for that in mind. I wanted to put it here. Check in with them. Almost every single one of our warmers, except for the Elements, has a bulb. So that's a great tip. We all know it's a very rare fluke, but sometimes it happens. They might get a warmer with a bulb that is broken, or a warmer with a bulb that just doesn't work from the get-go, right? It happens. So make sure, use that as your excuse to follow up for your 2-week window. That's after they receive the order. So our initial touch point was the thank you for your order. Our second one's going to be an out of the box call, as some people call it. Checking in. How's your order? What's your favorite smell? My personal one. Have you plugged it in? Does your bulb work? Did you get a bulb? Check in on that, because I want those suckers plugged in. That is my, they have to get them in. If they get a warmer for me, unless it's a gift, and I truly encourage them to use me for gift wrapping so I can make notes of these. A lot of times, if it's a really good customer, you can even get the name of the recipient so you can check in with them just in case that bulb or something gets moved around in transit. You don't want them to be stuck with no way to contact you. So second touch point. Third touch point is is it time to refill? I guarantee you there is some LTO they could be interested in coming up soon. That's your excuse to touch base with them in the 3-month mark or 2 months after their order. So that is the binder method. So next off, for some of you overachievers, which is totally fine. This was me for the longest time, and then I got lazy. Well, that's all there is to it. I found these postcards on the Vistaprint portal. So think Consultant Store, Vistaprint Pro Shop. Back then it was called something completely different, but I found these postcards. Now, negative Nancy here. These are not still available, and I'm really sorry because these were very, very easy to print and implement. But I have found the new templates that are very similar that you can type this information up on your postcard. Almost all of them have information on the side for your consultant information, and then there is a paragraph underneath where you can type whatever the heck you want. So this is what you'll type underneath them. I'll show them off first, then I'll read it really slow so you guys can do it if you want. But this is a 3-month follow-up sample method. We're going to call it the sample cards. So first off, we have the thank you for your order. This one has, and these are postcards. I actually ordered envelopes to match. So all of mine have envelopes too that I can stamp and put that sample inside. Again, an option on Vistaprint. So the current one you can use is a thank you postcard. It is listed just like thank you in the Pro Shop. So go to your workstation, click on the Vistaprint Pro Shop, and then you're going to search. You can search postcards, or you can go to marketing and it'll be under thank you. That's what the postcard's listed under. I wrote a little blurb here. Like I said, those aren't what you're going to use yours for. This is what you will type on yours. Here's something you'll love. A free product sample every month for 3 months after your purchase. It's my way of thanking you for your business and giving you new reasons to fall in love with Scentsy. Let me know how you like it. You can also print that up on a label. If you're really going to do the samples, print that up on a label, and you can put it down here where you would normally put the address, because we don't really care about that. You can cover that up if you want. So the new ones that have templates over here, mine is pretty much a thank you for choosing me as your consultant to place your order. My family and I appreciate your business or appreciate your support. So that's what's on my little blurb. You can still keep that and then print this on just a normal label, because I don't think Vistaprint will let you put any actual wording here, but you can totally put this on a label and then just sticker it on after you get yours in. So one last time, so this would be the first one you send. So instead of sending the thank you, I guess in addition to, but this would really become, you spend more this way, and then you put your sample with it. So if you have counter clean, a lot of times I did the body stuff. These are available through the consultant store. You can do laundry liquid, whatever you choose. Here's something you'll love, a free product sample every month for the 3 months after your purchase. It's my way of thanking you for your business and giving you new reasons to fall in love with Scentsy. I don't know if it's not going to focus on it. Sorry, guys. So yes, that would be month number 1. The month that they place the initial order. You'll put that with your sample in your envelopes that you can also get in Vistaprint. Perfect, boom, done, stamp it. Month number 2. Again, I'm sorry that these aren't an option. This one was, it's sample time again. The back of the card reads, to thank you for your recent order, you'll get a free product sample every month for 3 months after your purchase. Want to keep enjoying these samples? Contact me soon to place another order. Again, same concept. You can put your consultant information over here. You can create a label that says the same stuff. I'll read it again. And then that way you've got your second sample time again. They actually have a postcard in the Pro Shop called It's Sample Time, which the first one was a thank you, right? The second one was It's Sample Time. It's just not going to have again across the bottom. And then you can create this label to put over the address part, right? Because you don't really care about that. Do like an Avery 2x4 label, pop this on it, easy peasy, add your sample, put it in the envelope, stamp it, mail it, done, right? Okay, one last time. This is for your second month. To thank you for your recent purchase or recent order, you'll get a free product sample every month for 3 months after your purchase. Then space, want to keep enjoying samples? Question mark. Contact me soon to place another order. So again, that could go on a sample down or on a label down here. Easy peasy. There is month number 2. This one was, don't let this sample be your last. I know, sad, because that actually is a really good message. But the new version, you could do time to reorder, question mark. And that postcard has something similar to on the front, like, is your Scentsy stash running low? Are you running out of wax? Something to that effect. So it still sends the same message, but you're going to look up time to reorder as your third option. This is what it says on the back. This is what you'll put on your label to stick on the back. Or if you don't want to do the label thing, keep it over here. And then this will be open. You can write a message or something if you would like. This is your last month getting free Scentsy samples. If you love trying new fragrances and products, contact me soon to place another order and get 3 more months of free samples. I hope to hear from you soon. So that's what ours said on the back. Again, you can put that on a label and put it here. So yours, go to the Scentsy Pro Shop. So it would be from the consultant store, go to the Vistaprint Pro Shop, then find postcards. I think they're under marketing. You're going to want the thank you one as your first one. So your first touch point would be thank you. You're going to create the label for the back, telling them that they've got 3 months coming of free samples. Thank you for your order. The second postcard you're going to look up is called It's Sample Time. Again, because it's sample time again, it's their second month of not ordering. So means month number 1 was when they placed their order. Sample time, that would be month number 2. So you're following up without actually texting them or doing anything else. They're solely getting something in the mail from you. And this one was basically reminding them that they've got samples coming. If they want to keep them coming longer, they can place another order. So make sure you're putting your consultant information on here. And then the last one was that you'll look up the time to reorder. That's what it was called in the Pro Shop. So look that one up. You'll make your label saying this is your last month getting a free Scentsy sample from me. Basically, place your order sometime this month to keep these samples coming. This can be anything. So I know we say samples, right? Samples can be anything. You could have stuck one of these smelly stickers on the back here. That's considered a sample, okay? You can use change it up. If you've got clean, these are for the laundry, right? They're the little t-shirts. If you've got clean ones, I've got some oil ones sitting here. If you've got the oil bottles, clean body, the pet ones that look like a footprint, use those. It doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to spend more than a single stamp mailing these if you don't want to. If you do want to, then utilize the consultant store. We've got body stuff. Make your own. You could do felt samples. I really don't like mailing wax out unless it's a new collection, just because they're going to buy wax anyways, because they're buying wax eaters from me. They've got to refill them, right? So try something new. I did counter clean samples. We can do a video on sampling training if you need my information on where I get stuff, but it's basically AliExpress or the consultant stores where I get most of my stuff. So I hope that helps you with the postcards. So we've got postcards and samples. That would be one system. Then you can do samples or smelly stickers, your choice. We have the initial thank you card with the binder method, as I'll call it. So this would be your 2x2x2 or whatever other system you go by. So you have the initial thank you, and then their order goes in your binder. And then at the end of the month, you'll do follow up with them to make sure they got the order. Make sure they opened it, everything's right, looks good, perfect, they're using it, plug everything in, done. Then 2 months later, after the initial order, so basically a month later from that, then you're going to touch base again, and it'll be something like, this is coming, this new thing made me think of you, whatever it is. We have so many LTOs coming. There'll be something come up that you can touch base with them again. So that, and then if you're on your phone a lot, get the AMI app, Amy app. And that basically does all your follow-up. Most of your follow-up for them, you prompt the message where to go, and you set your templates. Other than that, it reminds you. If you're super busy, but are like, I need a system, but I don't have time, get that app. I'm telling you, even for the busiest of people, like, I think it's like $7 a month, or if you pay for the year, it's cheaper than that. Totally worth it. Do that, go that route. It reminds you to do follow-up, so you'll have a notification in the morning, hey, you've got 10 messages to send today. Like, not a big deal. So those are my recommendations for following up. You have the postcard, the binder, and then the Amy app. So get a system that works for you. Those are 3 separate examples. At one time, I had 2 of those going at the same time, and it didn't necessarily work. But again, touching back to the first point, whatever system is going to work for you, that's the one that's going to be best. Like, if you need to simplify it, simplify it. If you need to pay to get the app to remind you to follow up, do that. If you are all about crafting, making samples, you want to get new stuff in their hands, then go for the postcard method. So different options there. You choose what works for you, but please make sure you're choosing to do something, okay? There's so many stats out there about follow-up. I will tell you from my leadership training, it's basically like, once you get the initial order, the good orders don't start until about your 5th point of contact. So while most of these cover 3 points of contact, you still cannot forget those people. You still need to be touching base. We've got so many more LTOs coming. Start getting intentional with your follow-up. You can run so many reports on your workstation, sales reports, that can show you who has ordered something with vanilla in it, or vanilla bean buttercream. If they've ordered that bar, you can start sending them body samples, something. I mean, maybe not vanilla, because I don't know that we have those in the consultant store, but pineapple coconut vanilla, whichever. If they like Clean Breeze in the bar, it's time to get Clean Breeze in the laundry samples and send them out to them. Something that is intentional, that is based on their order history. And again, you can message the same stuff from Amy, because you can go in and view their order history on there as well once it syncs with your workstation. And that's the paid version, will sync with your workstation. So I hope, truly, truly hope this helps you. Those are the systems I have used in the past, and spoken on at several SFRs about the follow-up binder method. Again, mine is super simplified, but who knows? Maybe that works for you. Maybe you could take that and run with it. If you want to pre-do your stuff, pre-print your cards, whatever you want to do that will truly work for you, start your system, get it going, set it up, but keep it routine. Every order has a place to go as soon as it's entered, and then you know exactly what to do with it. That's the point here. So we want to keep reminding our customers that we are here for them. We are here to provide customer service. And if you aren't doing this, somebody else will, I promise you. And when it comes fair time, I know right now, currently we're in COVID situation, but when it comes fair time and craft shows start happening again, you are the only thing keeping them from cheating. You alone have that power. If you are getting stuff in their hands, if you are reminding them to refill, if you are offering them specials when they're offered to you, your customers will not cheat. They're going to think this girl has been on me and has given me all my orders in a relative time. She's given me all information about the new stuff. She's working her booty off to make sure I'm informed. Heck yeah, I'm going to order from her. She might, however, go to a fair and sniff around and then come back to you with the order, but she's not going to buy at the fair big items because she's going to stay loyal to you because you're staying loyal to her. So do your follow-up, invest in your customers. They're giving you their credit card information for Pete's sake. You can invest 5 minutes to send them a quick text here and there, or to write up an envelope and send them a sample. I promise they're trusting you with their, credit card information. You can spend 5 minutes taking care of them. So I hope this helps you. And I guess that's it. Hope everybody has a sensational day, and yeah, happy following up.